Hello,
What?
hello.
All of a sudden, my head got really big. What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. But I promised a
You have
few
a
people on my Facebook page I would bring my new puppy with me this afternoon.
Oh, he's
And
gorgeous.
here he is. This is Mr. Sunny. He's 9 weeks old. He is an apricot colored Labradoodle, miniature Australian Labradoodle. Yes, so
Wow,
he's
he's
ready for his
gorgeous.
nap. So I'm going to put
Yes.
him down in just a minute, but I want to
So,
make sure everybody gets to see Mr. Sunny. So don't really
so
wake up because we need you
Linda,
to
you've
nap.
already been enduring some sleepless nights being a mom.
Yeah, it's a little bit like getting a new baby, but a little bit. But he's been a delight. I don't sleep, but I laugh a lot.
Yes. We love our puppies, don't we? We are
Yes.
puppy girls.
Well, they don't
So,
stay puppies, so you gotta love them when they're little
yeah,
and
well,
enjoy them. Yeah.
we're so excited to see you back from Nashville.
Oh my
Linda,
goodness.
you've had some sleepless
I
nights
I had
in
some there
Nashville
too.
as well.
Oh, it was amazing. Everything was amazing in Nashville. I mean,
Uh-huh.
we members of the AWSA, Advanced Writers and Speakers Association, there were 40 of us who were there, and we had our own booth, and we brought our beautiful Leading Hearts magazine. We print
Yay!
it twice a year, and so we printed a beautiful version of it and we gave it away to all the people. That stands for NRB, stands for National Religious Broadcasters. And so we gave it away to everybody who was registered to come. They got it on their doorknob in a duffel bag, along with
Yes.
other goodies and magnets and things. But we had the best thing. We had the beautiful magazine.
Yes, of
And
course. And if you guys jump on, I really want you guys, we're releasing this magazine to the public on Wednesday. So we want you to go to leadinghearts.com and we want you to fill out that little sign up sheet so you can get that magazine in your inbox the first when it drops on Wednesday. So make sure you do that. And we are excited about today, not only for the magazine and the puppy,
yeah,
but we're excited just to be with you again can you believe it's already the end of February,
no,
Linda?
I cannot believe that. Here we are.
Yes. How's the temperatures over in Colorado?
Well, not too bad right now. Me and the puppy were out running in the backyard. But we have snow coming, I think, tonight. So,
Oh,
yeah, a little windy out there, but
well, down here in Southwest Missouri, we're in the 70s, so we're enjoying the groundhog not seeing his shadow.
okay.
So that's fun. But Linda, you want to tell us how we need to get people kind of commenting here and that
Yes,
you have
yes.
some prizes?
We have prizes today, and no, I'm not giving away the puppy. In fact, I'm going to put him down for his nap because he's ready. He's tired. He's ready. We played so he could take a nap. I've got this special laundry basket contraption that I created. He's got his little bed all ready to go. He goes to his first vet appointment when we're done. But
Wow.
yeah, so I
You
had
got
no idea what you
prizes.
just asked me because I'm
You
so
got
surprised.
prizes.
Oh,
You have sleep deprivation, Mom. We
Yes, I do. Well, we do. We have prizes, and the first prize that we're going to be giving away, and it depends on how many people comment, but I have this cute butterfly pencil bag. It is adorable. You can use it
Woohoo!
for your makeup. You can use it to put your business cards in or other people's business cards.
Yeah,
There's so many fun things you can do with this, and this will be going out to our lucky winner. But
exactly.
we need somebody who just makes a comment. Why don't you just type the word leading for
Yes.
Leading Hearts? Mabel is in the running now for the
Mabel.
prize because she said
Hi.
adorable puppy. And that is also
That
acceptable.
is puppy is
If you
acceptable.
say adorable puppy or puppy, we will put you
Virginia.
in the prize. And
Woohoo!
Penny, oh, Penny is one of our writers, and Mel. I am so glad you are all here. It is so good to see you.
Yes.
And yes, Leading Hearts Down.
I have a question for everybody in the audience. When you picked up that zipper bag, what is the craziest thing that you have in your purse right now? Goldfish crackers, maybe a microphone.
Microphone. Well, your phone, maybe. It has a microphone.
I remember, well, in my purse, I would always carry, a spare, I always had granola bars in my, oh, you have snacks, socks. Oh, Penelope has measuring tape. You never know when you need that. Measuring tape is a good thing to keep with you on your person. What is else? Oh, I had a level, one of those level things. Earplugs, Mabel. Oh,
earplugs, yeah.
That's always.
I think I have cracker crumbs.
Kleenex.
That's good.
I shared with a woman from Israel who cried at breakfast. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Now I remember. Oh, sticky tape. Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
sticky
Lisa.
Tape. Tea. Oh, of
tea,
course.
Of course.
Yes,
of course.
Penelope. Do you guys remember? Oh, narcotics.
Wow. Well,
don't get stopped by the police.
Yeah, she's just had some surgery, so I think that might be related to that.
We'll give you that. Do you remember? I don't know if any of you ladies remember this, but I remember if I ever asked my mother for a piece of gum, she would have it torn in half at the bottom of the purse, and it would taste a little bit like perfume, and it had purse dirt inside. Did you have those? Did your mom give you those?
Yes.
The double mint with purse dirt and perfume. Well,
spearmint, double mint. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I can sense this is just going to keep me laughing all the time.
It was a great day when she pulled out Trident.
Trident, yes. ABC gum.
Oh.
ABC gum is kind of the gum you don't want to get.
No, we don't like that.
It's even worse than purse dirt gum.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. Well, we had so much fun back to NRB, and I got to say hello to Kevin Sorbo. He was walking past me, and I said, "Oh, hi, Kevin," and he said, "Hi," and I said, "You don't know me. I'm a fan." He was like, "That's great."
Sometimes you can go up to people at conferences and you've met them before, and you're
right.
Like, I know I'm supposed to know your name, but we've all reached that point in life where our memories are zapped. That's mine, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, when Rebecca comes in, she'll have to tell her Kevin Sorbo story because she encountered him as well. And if you don't know who he is, he was the lead in that movie and that TV show from like the 80s, 90s, Hercules, and he appears in every Christian movie, and that's how he's made some of the B Christian movies work because he's such a great actor.
Yes. And Mabel said she saw Nicole Mullen. I love Nicole Mullen.
I did too. Amazing. I got to talk to her. She asked me if I read her book, and I hadn't, and it was embarrassing. But I did talk to her. Yes,
that's
she
okay.
Me now.
I've asked that from my family.
Oh yeah, I gave it away. But I have it in the house somewhere, no doubt. I don't know where. I get a lot of books, guys. I get a lot of books. You can't even imagine.
Hi, Janet. Thank you for being here.
Janet
has some beautiful new profile pictures, new headshots.
Yes.
Love them, Janet.
Yes, so I don't know if they're from Pray.com, but Pray.com took every single person's headshot who was at NRB. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, it was crazy.
Did you get your headshot taken?
I did.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, she said that was a great benefit of attending NRB. And speaking of great benefit of attending, there's a great benefit from being a part of the Advanced Writers and Speakers Association. Linda, why don't you tell women who are listening who haven't heard of Advanced Writers and Speakers Association a little bit about that and how they have all these amazing opportunities?
Well, we were created in 2000, so this is 2024. So that means we're 24 years old. I founded it when I was 10. I don't know, but it has been amazing. We started with 50 women, and we were bent on encouraging one another, locking arms, and saying no competition because we are the Jesus girls. And so we have kept that mantra all these years. And another thing we love to say are the sisters who know what my life is like. Today, the Advanced Writers and Speakers Association has almost 1,000 members.
Mhm.
We have a wonderful conference, which will be coming up in August in Fort Wayne,
Yes.
Indiana, and a superstar day for people who've written multiple books. And we also have mastermind groups, and we have an inner circle, and we have Asa Connect, where we have all group meetings. We have trainings, we have coaching. You can become a certified coach. You can do all kinds of fun things, but we're
Yeah.
there. We're affordable because we know what your life is like. And so we keep it affordable, and we're there for you. If you are an author, you can join. Just go to awsa.com. Or if you are a person who says, God has called me to write a book, we have a protege program for people like you. So you can go to awsa.com as well and apply for membership, and we will put you where you belong in our membership group.
Yes. And one of the things I really love about the Advanced Writers and Speakers Association, not just because of all the amazing women that you get to connect with and love on and become sisters with and learn from, is that if you're a member of the Advanced Writers and Speakers Association, you can submit articles to Leading Hearts.
Yes.
And you can submit devotionals. We have a daily devotional called Arise Daily. And it is an amazing way to keep your skills, your writing skills, especially if you're just developing them, kind of sharpened and get into that publishing vein. So you kind of get that workout out started. But love that we get to provide these for our ladies. And we also get to, our ladies also get to purchase ads and get into our print magazine, which just came out. And they also get chances to be the cover girl. We've had some beautiful cover girls.
And we've got another print magazine coming up that needs a cover girl.
Yes. So if you're interested in, we have the Christian Products Expo. The Christian Products Expo coming out in edition coming out in Augest. I think it is August. Isn't the first week of August?
Yes. Yeah.
That's coming up quick.
Yeah. Yeah. More deadlines. We have a lot of deadlines around here when you work on the magazine end of things, like Amber and I do. But Amber especially, she has more than I do in that regard. But, I think if you have a book coming out this year, I think you should consider being a cover girl if you're a member of AWSA and you have a book coming out, or you've got a ministry that you want to promote. All we need is a beautiful cover shot. And let's just take a moment to explain what a beautiful cover shot is.
Well, I know that we want to make sure that our cover girls look like they are on the cover of a magazine. So not just a Head and Shoulders, those professional, you want to get a professional photo. You want to look online. You can look at Pinterest and see what covers of women's magazines look like. You can go and see photos. So you don't want to take a photo in your backyard with the iPhone. That's probably not what, or selfie.
When we first started, a lot of people said the cover is a peeking between the leaves and rolling in the grass. So we're not going to use those.
Well, one of the funny thing is like one of the ladies, and I'm not going to name names, but Laura knows who she is. Because I was doing her book cover and she tried to submit a selfie, and I've given her a little bit of roughening up to this day. So you do not turn in any selfies. So you guys, we love to promote our ladies, and we know we want you to look your best and put your best foot forward.
That's right. We're in a real award-winning magazine. This is not something going in the church newsletter. This is a real award-winning magazine that won first place in EPA's Christian Ministry Digital Magazine. And so, we want to just continue to be excellent in everything that we do.
Exactly. And we have been. And I'm so excited, and I'm excited to represent all these ladies' stories, and I'm excited about today's guest as well.
Me too.
Stacy Sanchez is just an amazing woman, and she has contributed to a number of compilations. And she is also a boy mom and a grandparent who is parenting again. And she also was a single teen mom. So she has a lot to share with us today. And this kind of subjects like this kind of get me fired up, because I'm like, this is what we need to be talking about as a church and as women. How are we supporting our single moms in our church? How are we loving on them, and how are we making their jobs easier?
That's right. And hey, by the way, if you have not said hello yet, that means you're not in our drawing. We've got a butterfly bag. And if we get, let's say, 20 people who say hello or heart or leading or just hey, we will put you in the drawing. But we have to see that you're here, and we can't see that you're here unless you say hey to us. And then I'm going to add another gift. In fact, I'm pulling it out of cellophane right now. It's going to make a noise. We've got a beautiful little coin purse. Look at that. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It's so
That is
cute.
so pretty.
And this is
very
perfect
pretty.
to put your change in, or your vitamins, or your narcotics if you just had surgery.
No, you better win this one.
Well, yeah, be careful where you take it, though. That's a reference to someone's comment from previous.
Yes. We have Deanne and Tina and Bobby and Facebook user,
Rebecca says she knows who they are, I think. Is that true, Rebecca? Give me the thumbs up. She does. So even if it says Facebook user today, we know who you are. And Rebecca is putting your name in the drawing right now. But tell us about our wonderful guest.
Yes, Stacy Sanchez. She is actually a baseball girl, and she is working actually on a devotional, a baseball devotional. So I love her. Her mixing it up, and she just has an amazing story. You want to go to her website, stacysanchez.com, because she has some amazing, you right there, amazing lady. She has a Yankees cup. I see. I keep calling it the New York Mets.
Don't you dare.
I don't. I am just
now.
bad. I am just bad. I just am bad with names.
It's okay.
New York has too many baseball teams, okay?
That's okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm such a fan. I didn't even know there was more than one baseball team.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Stacy, I'm so excited to have you on there, not only because you're an awesome person, but you have such an amazing testimony and such an amazing calling as a grandparent, parenting your grandkids. But if you guys have not read the last issue of the magazine, there is an article called Choosing Hope, that you were talking about being a church girl who ended up being a pregnant teen mom, and how the church came around. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you grew up and when and the day that you found out you were pregnant?
Oh, goodness. I grew up in the church. We were very involved in the church. Our whole lives revolved around the church. My mom was on the board of elders, and, everything was church. We were there when it opened, there when it closed. That's what we did. And my story is all too familiar. Many girls go through the same thing I do with being a broken teenager looking for love. And I found it in a boy. And, I found myself pregnant. So when I was at the doctor's office, I was confirming that. And he came in and he just said, "Yep, you're pregnant." And he wrote abortion in big red letters across my file. Abortion. He said, "Go to the front and schedule it." And it just took my breath away, because I had grown up knowing that that's not what we do. That's not what we're taught. And human life is important. So I wrestled with that all night long. And I talked to my mom the next morning and said, "Mom, how could it be wrong for everybody else but me?" And she said, "Oh, thank God. I'm so glad you came to that." And so I called the doctor's office and said, "I can't do it. I can't have an abortion." And the doctor's nurse said, "Oh, thank God." So, I went on to have this baby that he's so great. I say baby, he's 37. So he's 37, he has his own 3 babies. So he's still my baby.
Yeah.
So then I was 8 months pregnant and I met my husband, and we've been together for 36 years. He saw this little pregnant girl and fell in love with her. And that was a beautiful testimony of God. And it's been a beautiful story of redemption.
Yeah. And I think it's so poignant that you had kind of a Mary experience here.
Yeah.
Mary, who found out she was pregnant, and what's everybody going to say? And I'm a good girl and stuff. What was it like to go into your church family and share the reality of your pregnancy?
Well, it was hard. It was really hard. However, my church family just came around and enveloped me. They loved me and loved my baby to be. We didn't know if it was a boy or girl at the time. I was told it was a girl. They were wrong. But they just came around, and I had 28 grandmothers for this child. Every woman wanted to come and tell me how to raise this baby, whether I wanted it or not. And I had baby showers like you wouldn't believe. But oh my gosh, the church, although it wasn't perfect, did such a wonderful job of loving me and then my newborn baby.
Yeah. How has walking through your experience as a single mom, a teen mom, impacted how your heart for single moms?
My heart bleeds for them. I understand the shame and the being scared and not knowing what's coming next. And I think churches can come alongside them and really help these teen moms. There's lots of things a church can do, like be proactive, talk about sex before something happens with your teens. Be open and honest. The teens are getting information from all sides and all media, and it's okay to do this. And so maybe the youth group can start a debate, pro, con. Why is sex before marriage good, bad? And let the teens talk about it.
Yeah.
Get the teens involved.
Yeah.
Also come alongside. And always, my big takeaway would be always trump judgment with grace.
Yes.
Love these people, because I don't care what comes through that church door, whatever issue comes through that church door, they need love. They need love. And there's lots of ways that a church can love a teen mom.
Yeah. Linda, did you have anything you wanted to interject or in this moment?
Well, that's just beautiful, because how many of us are perfect? How many of us have never done anything wrong?
None.
And what if people only judged us or knew us for the things that we shouldn't have done,
Yeah.
instead of the love that God has for each one of us.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you know, I'm not going to say who, but there's an influencer online who's thinking about coming to the Lord right now, and he's the most controversial person out there.
Mhm.
And I know that if he does, he's going to get a lot of hate from
Mhm.
Christians.
I hope
Mhm.
not.
And
You better not.
I know it's scary. It's scary for him. I've just seen it too many times where influencers come,
Me too.
and you know that influencer, Catherine, the tattoo artist. She's
Yeah,
getting a
Kat
lot-
Von D. Yes.
she's getting a lot of hate from Christians. We
Mm-hmm.
can't do that anymore.
Stop.
Yeah.
We just have to love people. I mean, do we want
Mhm.
if you've ever been treated poorly at church, and I have.
Yeah.
When my daughter was hurt, the people at my church didn't know what to do
Yeah.
for us, so they ghosted us.
Yeah.
And boy,
Mhm.
that felt terrible.
Yep.
And I don't want to be responsible for hurting other people like that. And whether they're social media influences, the pregnant girl at church, or a family who just needs some love,
Yes.
we have
Yes.
got to be that loving Christian for them.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yes. Yes.
church
Yes.
needs to be a safe place for whatever anybody is going through. And it needs to be the first place that they turn to and not the last because they're afraid of shame and being guilted. And that influencer, I hope, comes to love Jesus like we do. And how can we help that person instead of how can we stand on firm, values and say what
Oh
you
my
are
goodness.
doing is wrong. It's a sin. I think sometimes when we stand so firmly on scripture, we forget the love.
Well, I hope
And
more influencers come to the Lord
absolutely,
because
absolutely.
I'm
but they
sorry.
need Jesus, and then they can help other people see the love of the Lord. But
Yeah,
we have to be loving.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. I should have brought Kleenexes.
Oh, and Stacy, what do you say about how can we be loving?
Well, I think people who are in crisis, anything that they're going through, don't want to be screamed at. They just want to be heard. And it's more important to listen than it is to speak. And so
Right.
if we just listen to them and come
Yes. Yes.
alongside, because that's what I would want somebody to do with me,
Mm-hmm.
and just come alongside and hear me and validate, yeah, what you're going through is hard. I know somebody that can help you, and
Yeah.
his name is Jesus. And he loves you already right where you're at.
Yeah.
He adores you, and you're his child.
Yeah.
And let me introduce you to him
Yeah.
because I love him and I know he loves you.
Well, I think we need to give Amber some love right now. Well,
I was just like, you should
Amber.
have. I'm just like, I didn't. The Kleenex didn't come to my table, so I had to get napkins. So, but I just.
I have
So
Kleenex
sorry.
under my arms right now, so I don't start. You want mine?
I'm gonna put a box right by me next time we have a live, okay?
Yeah.
Because my eyes started running, and then my eyes started burning after they
Oh.
started running. So
Oh, I'm so
Uh-oh.
glad
But-
my story touched you so much, Amber.
yeah,
Oh,
well,
goodness.
I just, I have a lot of single teen moms in my life. Two of my nieces were single mothers, and you know what? You look back on that and people like to demonize the baby, or
Yeah.
they like to say that this baby is something that is of unwanted because they are a sign of sinfulness or whatever.
Right.
And you know what? My da- my s- it- we just had a wedding shower over the weekend for my niece, who is going to who's they're marrying each other, and they're such good kids, such good loving kids, but she was really struggling to find a reason to live, and her
Mhm.
baby, which she had as a single mom, gave her the will to live.
Mm.
We never know what these babies are going to do.
Yeah.
And I think that is in her life. I mean, I just rejoice. And she's probably one of the most courageous women I know because and I just saw her life turn around. She almost committed suicide
Mm.
because she found out she was pregnant.
Oh,
And I just say, you know what? We need to create an atmosphere where these girls, these women just feel that they can tell you anything.
I know that feeling. I contemplated it too, when I
Mm,
was pregnant. So I know that feeling. You feel desperate. Like, what have I done? I don't know what I'm going to do now. I so much for college,
yeah,
you know.
wrecked my life, wrecked a kid's life,
Yeah.
wrecked my family's life, you
What's
know.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
families just start in so many different ways in today's society, and we just have in our churches and we have to be people who love, even though things aren't always traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we can love past that, we can love people to the Lord, and we can
Yeah.
just give them the love that Jesus would have us give to them.
Yeah.
And there is no judgment, there is no condemnation, there is just love. And the women, I love it that so many women I know are working, and I know I got to be a part of a pregnancy care center in our town, and it's such a rewarding thing to actually not only say there's one thing to say, "Just don't have sex." There's quite another thing to say, "I wanna come alongside you and help you in your journey where you're struggling right now."
Yeah.
Because, we have no idea, and it's by grace that we don't have the very same story, you know?
But we have others. We have
And
other
we have
stories.
others. We all have
Yeah.
others. We
We
all
all have
have
the same
things that we're doing.
story.
Mhm.
And you're kind of in a different place right now, Stacy,
Yeah.
because your daughter, you're parenting your daughter's um, son, your grandchild, and
Mhm.
that's been a real big struggle. That's been a real big adjustment for you. So tell me a
Big.
little bit about that.
Yes, we adopted my daughter because I had 3 boys. I had to have a girl. So I went and we adopted my son or my husband's niece. That's what it is.
Mhm.
So many sons I have. Adopted her, and she came with some issues and baggage that we tried to love her through, and then she went on to have a son whom she abused and neglected. And so now we're raising him, and he's a big bundle of trauma, and
Mhm.
it breaks my heart. And so there's a lot there to have the grace to love him when he's hurting other people that I have loved and I do love.
Mhm.
And he needs help while he's still hurting people. And there's this fine line of love and anger that I'm balancing out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to raise, and so many grandparents are doing it now because of the fentanyl crisis, because of drugs, because of all kinds of things. And just in Arizona, there's 64,000 grandparents raising grandchildren, just in Arizona.
Wow. Wow.
And I think there's 2.1 across America.
Yeah, and I know
So
that
it's
COVID,
huge.
a lot of kids
Lost
lost their
parents.
parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it's a huge crisis. And how can churches help those grandparents as well to come
Mhm.
alongside them? I mean, they need respite. We need breaks from raising these hard but lovely kids. We need support, encouragement, all kinds of things. We need programs for these kids themselves to find love. Because my grandson, he told me yesterday, I just don't love myself. I
Mhm.
know. I know, buddy.
Mhm.
And we're working on that. So
Yeah,
churches can really help those kids
yeah.
as well.
And it's hard because, you I know what it's like to have the kids that the church doesn't wanna deal with,
Yeah.
or they don't have the capacity to, and it's not that you can't fault anyone, but it's
No.
just so hard, and I love to see, some ladies come in or whatever who have some training and who want to really reach out to some of our the kids who are struggling like this, because
Mhm.
this is a ministry, this is a needed ministry, this is a needed ministry in the church for for someone who loves or has a heart for people, kids with behavioral disabilities or disturbances. It is so needed, so needed.
Yeah. And
I-
pastors, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Pastors haven't been taught, or trained on every issue that walks in the door. As a pastor myself, I didn't know what to do when certain things came in through, issues. And
Mhm.
so we need to have grace and love on
Mhm.
those in leadership as well, and not tear them down and say, you're not doing this right. Instead,
Mhm.
someone that has that experience can come alongside the pastor and say, hey, this is what would really help. And let me help you to help them. So grace on both sides here.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
really
think we can just start by being kind.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
build a list. Let's start by being kind. We can start by saying hello.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Mhm.
We can start by, hey, can I take you out for a coffee? What if we saw a single mom with a bunch of kids and we just gave her an envelope with $20 in it?
Right.
Exactly. So
What else
good.
can we do? What are other practical things?
Yeah.
Babysitting.
Yeah.
Babysitting. I love
Babysitting
that.
would be wonderful. Give the grandparents or that teen mom a break. For teen moms, they still need to go to youth group, set up childcare.
Yeah.
There's some older women in the church that love to love on babies. So it's a win-win. Let them watch the babies while they're going to youth group because they're still kids. So
Yeah.
there are practical things that can happen.
Yeah. And you want kids to really just be able to plug in, and I know we're like, well, you had a baby, you're not a kid anymore, you can't, but you know what, God doesn't see that. He sees us all as in our kid shells, and the choices we make not being as fully frontal lobe formed choices. And I think that the thing about it is we need to make sure that just like we need breaks, they need breaks too.
Yeah.
But,
Exactly.
but I just love that, Stacy, that you have a heart, and that's why I've been telling people to go to your website, stacysanchez.com, because she has a whole section called Parenting Again, and she's blogging there for parents, for grandparents who are parenting again. And you actually have a special thing going on your website. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so spring training started. So from the beginning of spring training to the end of baseball season, every month, whoever subscribes to my website gets put into a drawing. And then at the end of the month, I'll pull a name and you get a $25 gift certificate to Amazon.com. So go to Stacy. I know. Who doesn't like Amazon?
Who doesn't like Amazon?
I like it too much.
Christian bookstores.
You can buy Christian books there. Yeah, that's true. But so stacysanchez.com, which is, we really worked on that name, didn't we, Amber, for that website? That's hard to come up with. Yeah, we focus grouped it, but we had to come up with something that I could remember. So
yeah, a lot of baseball stuff on there.
Yeah,
and
a lot of baseball stuff.
Yes, and
oceans.
yes.
I just want to give a shout out real quick to all the people who've been chiming in. I've been reading everything. You've added a lot to the conversation, even if we didn't call you out. But yes, and do say hello real quick because we're going to be doing that drawing pretty quick. And I have now added 2 things. We've got the little butterfly satchel. We've got the coin purse. It's so cute. And if we can have, I'm going to say 10 more people say hi. And the next few minutes, I'm going to add in a copy of my new book, Praying Through Hard Times. So
Oh, nice.
I love this. Lisa Ann, Valentine, she said, I often see people post, there is no hate like Christian love, and it breaks my heart. It's not supposed to be that way.
Oh, that's good. There's
we don't have to be that way.
No.
Yeah.
And we're not that way.
Mm-mm.
My question is, do the people who give the hate, do they understand the love of Christ?
Right.
I don't know.
So maybe we need to pray for them too, right?
You know, I just go back to what is the greatest commandment, and God says love, and nothing else. He doesn't preface that with anything. So love.
Yeah.
You know, I love this. I love Mel has asked, how old is your grandson? Mel?
14.
Stacy, 14.
14.
Yeah, that's even that's a tough age,
Yes.
middle school age.
Yeah.
And one person commented over 144,000 children are orphaned from COVID.
Mm,
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
wow.
And
Yep. And and sometimes it's great grandparents because the grandparents can't do it. So then great grandparents who are in their 80s are doing this. And they need a lot of help.
oh, we have one idea: rent a movie and let moms and their kids come to your home.
Yeah.
Serve simple snacks. Single moms love this.
Oh.
Thank you so much. That's such a good idea. That is such a good idea. You
Yes.
know, and I liked what at least I like what Linda you said about like just can you see people who are in need, single moms, and say, hey, would you like go out for coffee and have your teenager watch their kids, or there's so simple things. I used to love it when my mom would come over when my kids were little and she would wash my laundry and put it away.
There you go.
I would love it if she'd do it right now.
Come to my house.
Come to my house.
I mean, there'd be times where she'd just say, "Load up your laundry in a bag. I'll take it back, and I'll come back with it." Or a hot meal or a frozen meal that they can pop in the. There are so many things that we do for women families who just have babies. Well, let's try to do some things for the single moms in our church.
Grandparents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. People just want to be heard. Let them tell you their story.
Yeah.
Let them talk and decompress.
Yeah. I love this. We beat ourselves and others up, but we must realize we are who created us.
Yeah.
And this little life, God is not surprised. I keep my grandkids a lot for my kids to have a job. It's definitely for the younger ones, but I do love spending time with them. I have been there and I did not get to see them at all. And it broke my heart. Yeah. I love the hearts of love in here. Oh, thank you so much for all the comments. There's been a lot of comments today and a lot of people in the drawing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Rebecca, have we hit the 30 mark? I can see Rebecca. Have we hit the 30 mark? We have to have 7 more. Okay.
7 more.
Lurkers.
Oh, 5 more.
5 more. Lurkers. Somebody's going to miss out on my book if we don't get 5 more of you to go hello. Just say hello. Just say hey. We won't embarrass you unless you win and we have to announce your name.
Yeah. Well, Stacy, I'd be curious to know what would you say to a single mom who's struggling right now, who feels like they don't have help or hope?
There are places that they can go. Crisis pregnancy centers are great helps. Churches are great helps. Reach out to somebody that is older and more mature and be honest and say, I need you. I need you to guide me. I need help. I need a friend. Can you just be a friend and don't stay in the shadows alone? Because there are people like at a crisis pregnancy center that can come alongside you and they're more than willing and want to come alongside you. So don't stay in the shadows.
And you can make it. I think that's another thing. You can make it. Look, you made it. You have an amazing life and an amazing family and an amazing husband. Do not give up. That would be
not give up. I mean, I couldn't have imagined the life, when I was thinking of driving my car into a wall when I was pregnant. I couldn't imagine the life, meeting my husband at 8 months pregnant and going on to have 4 kids and 9 yummy grand cherubs. And, I couldn't imagine. And God, let me become a pastor. And I can love people that were hurting. We're all just broken people bumping into each other till Christ comes back. So let's just love one another instead of hurting people with our sharp edges.
Yes. So true. So
Well
true.
said. And I think we only need a couple more people. So if you're here and you want people, someone in this room is going to win a copy of Praying Through Hard Times. If
Yay.
we get a couple, here we go. If we get a couple more of you to just say hello, and so Rebecca, how many away are we from that total? The number we need, that 30. She's looking. She's
Uh,
working on it. But
I,
Ladies, my Bible study ladies, say hello. I want to know you're there.
I
yeah,
yay.
we
There's
need to
a
get
lady
four
named
more. Four
Sandra.
more.
Sandra, she said, I'm saying hello. I was a birth mom in 1965. All
Mm.
decisions were made for me without any discussion, and she was adopted away from me. I
Oh,
struggle. I
Mhm.
struggle.
I bet.
Oh, that must be a
I bet.
hard.
I bet you still
Oh,
do.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I am
that
so
is
sorry.
that is so tough. We have no idea, when we haven't been there and we haven't done that, but I can't imagine what it is like. But you know what? I also know God is such a loving God, and I'm looking for the coin at the
That's my
coin purse.
husband. That's my husband. Silly. Mm.
Lisa, one of the best helps I've ever had was being invited on family outings and having a bunch of the dads who just took over my extra little boys so I could chat to other moms.
Yep.
Later
That's
on, my
great.
husband did the same for other families. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. If you have been helped in some way and you can return the favor of this is a good ministry. I have benefited from this for my
mhm.
as a mom, as a single mom, as a, whatever, you know, it's amazing what God can turn into ministry, you know.
Mm.
Yeah. Can
That's
I
So
say
right.
something real quick? That Linda Lovelace that just commented, if she would reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, message me, I would love to talk with her
Mm.
and
yeah.
just, love on her.
You know that the story that she shared is very similar to my husband's birth mother. And
Mhm.
it actually inspired some of the storyline in the Potluck Club novel and series that we wrote about,
Mm,
because it is something that used to happen to women. Today, women get more of a choice to raise their children, but it's still hard. However, it's our difficulties that make us into the caring women that
mhm.
we are today. And how thankful I am that the Lord got me through my difficulties and made me stronger.
Amen.
And along the way, taught me how to love others.
Yeah.
And we have a
Mhm.
room full of women just like that right now.
Right, right. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to see um all these women jump on. John, I don't think we can hold the coin purse for you, but it's one of the comments was one ICU nurse cried one night as she told me how her priest refused to baptize her baby. I invited her to my church and just loved her.
Oh, good. Thank you for doing that for her.
Mm.
Thank you
That's
for
so
doing
good.
that.
That's so, so good.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is.
Oh, and that's just I'm so happy to see that, this topic is one that people are responding to because
Yeah,
it touches a lot of people, and a lot of people stay quiet about it. A lot of people stay quiet about their stories,
yeah. You
and
know, if teen pregnancy has gone down a lot since 1991, it's dropped 74%, praise God. However, there's reasons for that. Easy access to abortion, the morning after pill. And so there are women out there that have had abortions that I don't
Mhm,
want to overlook as well.
Mhm.
And we need a safe place for them to come and mourn
mhm.
Right.
and grieve. And they know that they are loved and not judged.
Yes, yeah. I I
Mm.
go back to thinking about the one thing that a woman, a mom, single mom, when she looks at that red stick and sees a positive test, all she's
Oh,
doing is, "I I don't know what to
I
do.
don't know what to do.
I'm and it's just, can you imagine just being in a place of complete despair? And I
Yes.
know we can all be, we've
Yes.
been in places of despair, but
Mhm.
hopelessness. So we need to be purveyors of hope and answers and help.
Mhm. That was going to be my son's name, Hope Ashley, bringing hope from ashes. But he turned out to
Mm.
be a boy, so now he's Christian David.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'd love for you guys, go on to leadinghearts.com
Mhm.
and you can choosing hope. You can read Stacy's article. It's also up on her website at stacysanchez.com. And so exciting for you to be here today. It's
I
so
loved it. Thank you.
amazing,
I
amazing.
love you guys, and I love
Yeah.
ASA. All the women in ASA. I'm so privileged to be a part of this wonderful group. And whoever is thinking or on the fence about joining, join. These women
Mhm.
are just amazing. I went to my first conference last August and came back on cloud nine. I just felt loved and accepted, and I knew that I can move forward with this calling of writing.
So good, so
No, we
good.
just had a beautiful time and a beautiful prayer experience.
Yes, that was
And,
good.
we were just, the Superstar girls were just coming in from Asbury, where we had been meeting, and the year before the same thing happened. And I just feel like the Lord just ignited us
Mhm.
last year and the year before. This year we're going to be off in Indiana, and we are
We'll be there.
counting on the Lord to join us there as well.
Mhm.
Oh, he's already there waiting for us.
He's already waiting for
And
us.
we hope that all of you will join in. And one last thing I want to say before we do our drawing, and say hi if you haven't yet, because I don't know if are we still 4 away, Rebecca? We're
We have
3 away. There are 3 people in this room that have not said hi yet. And if
Yes.
you would just say hi, you would open up the last gift for our drawing, praying for hard
Mm,
times, and you might be the one who wins it.
Does it
And you
yeah.
count
know
if I
what?
say hi? Hi.
I just interviewed with this book in Nashville, and I had a radio station host who actually stopped the program and just cried. He
Oh,
Oh,
said, "You
wow.
have no idea how much
well,
I needed to hear that message today." And
yay,
maybe
God.
you don't need to hear it, but maybe you're thinking about somebody at your church that you need to give it to. So come
Mhm.
on, let's get those last 3 hellos in. I see
I
Jade.
love it.
Hi, Jade. I think now we only have a couple more. Come on, y'all.
Brittany.
Let's say hi, because we are about to call Rebecca
Aw.
up to do the drawing pretty quick. So go ahead and say hi. And how are we doing, Rebecca? Are we there? We need 2. Do we need 2 more?
2 more. 2 more.
2 more. 2
We've
more.
got everybody that's been mentioning things. So
Okay.
we do have everybody here. So I've got everybody that's here. We've got 27 names on our list, which is really good. That I think that's one of our highest live
Okay.
gigs we've had so far.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
I love this.
what do we
But
do? What do we do?
while we wait for them and see if
Mhm.
we get anybody else in, I've got something that Linda's seen and our NRB ladies have seen, but the
Woo!
rest of you may not have seen. It is our preview of the
Yay!
Bleeding Hearts magazine that comes out on Wednesday
Yes.
with our lovely Kimberly Woodhouse on the cover.
Yes. And the good thing that you'll be able to, when on Wednesday, when the magazine drops, you can actually order a print copy. We have print copies available for sale online. So you can get one to hold in your hands too. Or we send out our magazine, sending it out through the email list. So you need to get on leadinghearts.com and sign up for a subscription, as well as stacysanchez.com and
Yes.
sign up to get money.
Get money.
Whoa. Where can we sign up?
Amber's paying.
We're all signing up today.
Oh, that's so good. Lisa Ann, she says, "Thank you, Stacy, for introducing us to this lovely magazine. First time learning about Leading Hearts. Thank you,
Aw.
Linda and Amber, for such a great conversation. So good. Thank you for, I appreciate all these. And thanks Mel for joining us after she's recovering from her surgery. And I just love.
That's why she needs the coin purse.
You know, and for those that haven't seen Leading Hearts, Amber does an amazing job editing this, beautiful graphics throughout it, and it is written with really the heart of so many people in our magazine, in our organization. I mean, you know, some of the cover articles listed on here: don't let imposter syndrome steal your shine, finding harmony in your busy life. Are you a victim of gaslighting? You know, these are things, you know, and then Kimberly's stories of faithfulness. I mean, these are things that all of the women really that are Christian need to hear, and they need to know how to deal with some of these things. And we deal with hard issues. It's not like a light, fluffy thing with it's they're strong stories with lots of substance, just like Stacy's was. Yeah. So, you know, ladies, if you're here and you're hearing about this because you know Stacy and you haven't had a magazine before, you know, join our mailing list and get on it. And I believe we are going to have a special issue just for subscribers coming out in the next month or so. And you have to be a subscriber to get this special chocolate edition of the magazine. I'm sorry, we can't promise it's scratch and smell, but
Rebecca, I have a question for you. I mean, you've commented in the chat, right? Did you count yourself?
I didn't.
Well, okay. I'm counting you. I commented in the chat. Did you count me?
I didn't.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to count the number. And we have two other lovely ladies on stage. Can we count one of them?
Sure. We can do that.
Then that means ding, 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 ding.
There you go.
That makes us up
I had to work with us, ladies. Next time I'm not going to do that. But this time I'm going to add, I think we're ready for the drawing. Any final comments? Oh, let me wake up somebody here. He wants to see who wins too. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello there.
Oh, I wish he could spin the wheel.
Here we go.
We'll let our Rebecca White, our own
Vanna
Rebecca. Spin the wheel for us when we are ready.
Here we go. I'm going to spin it for the first one.
The first. Tina Ward.
Butterfly bag.
Woohoo!
My dog doesn't chew it first.
Yay! My ladies.
And next up is the coin purse. I know John really wants to win this.
Please don't me, John.
Come on, $5,000.
Mel needs it too, though. What can we say?
Yeah, Mel needs it more than John.
Oh, look at that.
Here you go, Mel.
Thank you, John.
We've been teasing her all this time about that.
Yes, we're going to have to ask you when we see if you have your coin purse with you.
And now the book.
Praying Through Hard Times. There's a lot of healing in this book. Who is it? It is Jessica Birdwell. I am not spinning the wheel for my new puppy.
Congratulations, Jessica, and all our winners today.
Yes.
And I'm Mel. I hope you get a lot of good use out of that coin purse.
Been praying for you, Mel.
Yes, we are. We are.
Big time.
Yes. Dear Lord, so please help her to heal in Jesus' name.
Yes. Amen.
We all prayed that for you just now. You haven't prayed it.
John was so close. So close.
John, almost.
Oh,
sorry,
man.
John.
No, don't be.
Well, it was a great. I'm just going to close this out with a prayer and just know that all of you are loved. And one of the things I
Yeah.
just so love about the women that come to our group is that you are lovers and you do care and you do love other people and you love them for Jesus. And so, Lord, I just ask that you would bless each one of them and give them more opportunities this week, even this day, to love others with your love and to
Yes.
show us the opportunities that we sometimes miss and to show us how we can be your hands and feet in a hurting world to the people that are already in our lives. And we thank you for that, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Well,
And
thank you
thank
guys for joining
Thank
us
you.
today. And
Thanks
I
for
hope
having me.
everyone, and just remember, sign up at leadinghearts.com and get that magazine that's coming out on Wednesday. We'd love to see and love to give that to you. And Stacy'd love to give you some money. So go to Stacy Sanchez.
I thought she was going to give us money. Oh,
Oh, you're so funny.
we are
I
a
was just
nonprofit,
joking.
so anyone who wants to give can.
There you go. Awesome.